Hey guys. So I am gonna tell you guys and show you guys my new thing that I'm doing with my fitness. And I regularly do. So what I do now on Monday and Fridays, I do yoga for abs by Rodney He. You can get it. It's on Amazon, $7.99 I think. I've been doing it for 10 years. Everybody that knows me knows I do this. I used to do it with a group of people. I do that on Monday and Fridays, and then on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays, usually Tuesdays, I'll post a video on fitness. I do my little fitness routine, 20 burpees, 20 squats, and 35-second planks. I do it 3 times. But you can start off with like 5, do it 3 times, next week 6, do it 3 times, next week 7, and then work your way up, number up. Like your number might be 16, I don't know. My number was 20. Because it's like enough where I'm tired and exhausted and I want it to end, but I'm also not killing myself. Like I can do it 3 days in a row. So that's what I've been doing. And like I was at 178 pounds and now I'm down to 163. I don't know, like I'm right around 163. Sometimes I'm 160. You know how you fluctuate. So today it was like 163. But like I have a hard time like getting past that. Like I can always lose like 10 pounds, but then I like reach a plateau and I can't really do more than that. I don't know why, but that's just what's going on. So I've been like walking a little bit too. In the evenings I try to walk 2 or 3 times a week, But my new thing that I'm doing is I'm doing that cruise control. It's a cruise control diet, but I'm not doing the diet. I'm just doing some of their methods and things that they do. So the first thing that they do is that you fast every day for 16 hours, but the 16-hour fast is part of when you sleep. So you're really just fasting like 4 hours in the morning and then 4 hours at night. The rest of the time you're eating, depending on what time to eat is important to you, which means like what's your family life like. So for me, I'm going to be fasting for 16 hours and I will be eating between the hours of noon and 8 p.m. every day. Like I'll do whatever I want, and I'm going to start off with, my focus also is low carbs because I feel like the carbs is what kills me. So I'm going to focus on that to try to really get to my goal weight, because now that the summer's over, my birthday's come and gone, my mom's birthday's come and gone. Those things that keep getting you off track and then you just keep getting back on track every other day have passed. So I'm back, full force into what I'm doing here, which is trying to live my best life and being fit. So I will do the fasting for 16 hours, and then I will be doing the eating where you don't, oh man, that's my boss. I have to decline it. Okay, he must have called me 3 times or something. And then I will be doing the eating where you eat for 8 hours, and my time will be like noon to 8, but your time might be like 11 to 7, or your time might be like, I have to eat in the morning, so it might be like 6 to 3, or I don't know, whatever your time is. I feel like you'll be more successful if you actually give yourself some time in the morning and in the evening where you're still fasting, and not have it all be like one big stretch in the evening or one big stretch in the morning. But to each his own, whatever works for you. I'll be doing noon to 8, and I might sometimes be doing 11 to 7 depending on what's going on here. And then the other thing that I do is, even though I'm fasting, I can still have my coffee and my water in my fasting times. And I have this new way of doing my coffee now, which like is energy boosting, makes you more mentally aware, reduces like fogginess and clogginess, and being 40, walking in a room and forgetting what you came for. Like, so what I'm doing is to boost my energy and to make me less foggy, to make me more aware. And these are like the things that I'm doing now, and I feel like I can incorporate it right away with this. So I make my coffee. I use a Keurig, or I don't know, I have one of those coffee makers that make you a cup of coffee. And then the first thing, you have to get some Himalayan salt. I got this at Aldi's, but I already have some because I'm like I believe in Himalayan salt. So I already have it. So I'm just using my Himalayan salt that I already have open, but you can get this like for $2 or $3 at Aldi's, and just replace your salt and get that, because that has great benefits for you. And I put like a couple shakes in there, not a lot. I'm not going crazy here. I know you guys probably think I am, salt and coffee. And then the next thing that I do is I get real butter, unsalted, and I will cut off like a tablespoon or a little less, and start off with a little less, like when you first start, because so I know it's gonna be weird for you. And put it up. And then I get, because the thing that you want to do when you fast is you don't want to have any carbohydrates or proteins, but these are all healthy fats, so you can have these, plus they help your brain. And I'm all about that because I need all the brain help I can get. So this is coconut oil, you know, try to get like some organic, some real good stuff. I got this in Chicago at the International Market. I was already reading about this, so I knew I would use it, but I wanted to wait to start it when I could actually have a week where I don't have a lot of distractions, so I can see if it's beneficial for me or not. So then I have that in there. So I have for my coffee, I have the coconut oil, I have my coffee from Aldi, I've got my Himalayan salt, and I got my butter. And that's how you start your day off. And you can have as many of these as you want while you're fasting. And at nighttime, you can do the exact same thing with green tea. I just cut the bags open, put it in my little K-cup, and have green tea, and then I put those things in. And then you probably want to invest in one of these little mixer things, because I mix it up and it foams up. Oh, and there's actually one other thing that you can put in here, which I don't always do, but sometimes I do, but I'll show you. You can put heavy whipped cream in there too, because it's no carbohydrates, no protein. And that's, this thing right here that I'm doing is really great for people that are diabetic, because carbohydrates are like your enemies. So you can put that in there, just a little, I just put a little dab. And again, I got this at Aldi's, this stuff won't break you. This is what I put in my coffee, or this is what I put in my tea. Because at nighttime, like when you're fasting, you may not want to drink coffee, but you can get you some green tea. I recommend green tea, it's great, it has great things for you, and you can do it that way. And then I just take my little handy dandy mixer, and I blend it up. And like at first, I was like, I'm not gonna get done with that, I'm gonna put butter in my coffee, but now that I've done it and I've tried it, it tastes just fine. And you can also get like some stevia, some, you know, monk or stevia, or like look at your sweetener. You don't want this regular old sweetener stuff. Get some good sweetener, some natural sweetener, and you can put that in there too. But I actually don't put sweetener in my coffee. And my son, he has a cappuccino every morning. This thing's so cool. It comes like with a little stand. Let me show you. Maybe I'll put it on here because this might get messy. And then I just rinse it off and stick it on there. And this is delicious, but I'm gonna show you the sugar that I buy, because sugar is so bad for you. I don't buy sugar, I buy something else. And you can get this at Aldi's too. So I just get like stevia. Like I try not to make my life hard. Like I try to make sure so I'm an Aldi shopper, I regularly go there. So I want to use products where I'm already shopping when I make a lifestyle change. And that's what this is for me. Like this is my new coffee, this is my lifestyle change. And as soon as Torsten's done with his little espresso packs, this will be his new coffee, because he actually drinks every morning caramel salted espresso. So that's 80 calories for him that I can eliminate by giving him this. You know, and then he'll have 0. And it's all healthy fats. It's all things that'll get his brain motivated going and get him, you know, ready for his day. And he's about to be fasting too, he just doesn't know it. Just to kind of kickstart us up and increase our metabolism and get our brains right. So this is what I do, and I'm like drinking this right now. It's delicious. When I first saw this, I was like, hell no, I'm not doing this. But then when I tried it, I was like, oh, this actually is good. Okay. So I'm officially started my fast this week, and I'm not really even hungry or need anything, because when I do feel a certain way, I'm like a water drinker anyhow, so I'm just drinking water. Now this is how I drink my water now. So let me get my coffee and my tea stuff. You can put this in your tea or your coffee. Green tea, I recommend green tea in the evening so you can actually go to sleep, because it, it's so hard. Okay, I'm gonna put this away. And so like when you first start your fasting thing, where you fast 16 hours and you have a dedicated 8-hour time when you are allowed to eat, I do 2 meals and 3 snacks during that time. Eventually I'll probably be doing 2 meals and just 2 snacks. And I try to keep it low carbohydrates. Figure out your own thing. Like this cruise thing has a diet and everything, but I try to start with only doing things I know I can carry on with. So I found a girl on YouTube. Her name is Kathleen Hart, and all she does is low carb diet. She shows you like a grocery haul. She shows you how to do the dishes. She has the recipes for it, everything. Like her underneath her title, it's super easy to do everything she's talking about. And she's been on a low carb diet since 2012 or 2013, I think, and she's lost 45 pounds, and she looks great. You know, she feels great. She does this coffee thing, and she does this water thing too. She doesn't actually follow the cruise diet. The only thing I'm stealing from the cruise diet is this fasting eating period, because I'm trying to boost myself into the next level of weight loss. So I'm doing something different, but I'm trying to do something different that I will stick with, that actually won't be a diet, that'll just be my new lifestyle. So now I'm going to show you guys how I make my water now. So the first thing, like, you can do bottled water if you're super bougie. I just get it out of the faucet. But I'm trying to show you how to do this, so I'll do this here. I bought this last week at Aldi's. I don't know, it's $2-3. It's not a lot. That's all you really need to do your water. So in the evening, you'll do your water with a lime and a lemon. I do half a lime and half a lemon. And in the morning hours, just do half a lemon. So that's the only thing different. The only thing you're going to put in here is your water, your lime in the morning. You could do the lime in the morning too if you want. The lemon in the morning and then the lime. And I already made Torsten like a lemonade with this concoction too, and he loves it. So he don't even know what's going on, but something's going on here. So all you need for your water is the lime, the lemon, and then again the Himalayan salt. Like a lot of you guys are, you're super bougie people. You buy all this smart water. Well, guess what's in there? That's it. You're paying for all that water, and all that's really in there is Himalayan salt, because it has a bunch of minerals. It has minerals associated with it that will keep you from getting dehydrated. Also is mind boosting, makes you more alert, more aware, and increases your metabolism. And here you are buying all this smart water, and all you really got to do is get some water and sprinkle 2 sprinkles of this Himalayan pink salt in there. But it's up to you. You want to keep buying smart water? Go ahead. That stuff's expensive. I don't have that type of money. I got 5 kids, 4 grandkids. Trust me, I got stuff I can spend my money on. And I got my own hobbies that I do. So the first thing that we'll do is I'm going to cut up. I won't do this part because this is in the evening and this is my morning routine right now that I'm showing you guys. But in the evening, the only thing I would add is half of this. So I'll just cut this up. I cut it in half. Ew, I hope this don't get messy, but you never know. And then I cut it in half again. And then I put it in my thing. I just put this in here. I have like a thing that you can squish this into, but I just put it in my cup. I don't care. I don't give a damn. And I squeeze it, and then I do the other half. Let me get this seed out because it just ends up in my cup and I hate it. And then I squeeze it. Oh, that one was easy. Okay, I'm gonna take this off. There's another one, but I don't care. Okay, and then I do 1, 2, 3, just that, whatever you can tolerate, whatever you can do. You're not gonna taste this anyway, trust me. And then I do my water. Okay, so I guess this is a 20-ounce cup. I didn't even know. I thought it was 24, but I was wrong. And then I guess I'll use this to stir. I forgot to bring a little stirrer thing over here. Boop, boop. And I'll drink it in front of you so you know it's not disgusting. And it's like so refreshing and delicious. Like, I love it. So I don't add any stevia in here, but of course you can add this if you're like want it to really taste like lemonade and make it sweet. Go ahead, add it. Whatever gets you on this, go ahead and do it. I just don't. I've been like fighting sugar for a while, so I've already eliminated all this sugar out of my life. I only have what is in products. I try not to add extra. So the only thing that I'm doing new, and I'll let you guys know how these results are going. I kind of already was on a low carb diet. I just wasn't always as dedicated as I should be. But I'm back on the wagon. I've been for a while. In my water, I put the lemon and the Himalayan salt. At nighttime, I add a lime. And then in my coffee, I know this sounds weird, I put butter, coconut oil. You can put some heavy whipped cream if you want to, just like a little bit. And the Himalayan salt. I whip it up with that little blender, and it's delicious. Like, I have zero complaints. And that's just what I do, like 2 coffees in the morning, and then I'll do 2 teas at night, which is the same thing but with green tea. And every morning I usually have like a cup. I have water before I have my coffee, then I have my water again, then I'll have another coffee, and then I usually have another water. And that's kind of like how I start my day. Like, I'm a water drinker. That's how I started off. I increase my water. And then in between, you know, I'll just do water and I'll just put salt in it. Like, I put the Himalayan salt in every single water, even if I don't have time or don't want to do the lime or lemon. So that's the only thing I'm doing new. I'm at 164. Today's Tuesday, August 26th. I'm going to check in with you guys next Tuesday. And they say even if you just adjust your eating times and do the coffee and the water, you know, during your off eating times, or even during your when you are eating, you can do this all day long. There's no limitation to this. And then I do this green tea. All these products I got at Aldi's. I'm not a sponsor for Aldi. I just make my life easy. I go to one place to get everything I need. Except for this, I got this for my mom. But, you know, get yourself a good mom. She can get you one too. She just hooked me up with that. And it came like with a little bucket where you can actually mix everything in, but I just don't use it because I hate doing dishes and I hate about to wash all that stuff. So I just wanted to share with you, like, I'm starting something new because I want to get into a weight loss area that I've never been in before, and that will be the fasting for 16 hours. 8 of those I'm going to be asleep, drinking this water mixture, and always adding pink Himalayan salt to my water, and then putting all those products in my coffee and in my tea at night. And we'll see what happens. I'll check in with you guys. So right now I'm 164. When I first started and I wasn't doing all this stuff, I was 178. I just added the fitness and I was reducing my carbs. Now I'm reducing my carbs a little bit more, and I'm doing this. Like, and the cool thing was, like, my husband never complained. He never had a problem. I cook majority of the meals here, except for, well, really all my meals. And I just didn't like eat the potatoes, the noodles, and I got low calorie bread because I still enjoy my bread. I just cut those things out that I could, and then still cooked them, but I just had vegetables and meat majority of the time, and salads, and I dropped that weight super, super easy. And then I maintained it off really during the 2 months that I was back and forth on or not on the diet, but here we are again. I'll let you guys see how this is going. I just wanted to share my new water and my coffee thing, and when I'm going to be fasting and when I'm going to be eating. And just remember, it's 16 and 8 for the 8 hours you can eat. You know, obviously don't eat everything. Stay on whatever thing you're on that you're, you know, trying to improve yourself with. I'm going to do low carbs. You guys do whatever you want. And then I'll check in with you every Tuesday to let you know how this part of my thing is going. My goal is like to be in the 150s by the end of the year. Like, oh, I believe in moderate weight loss. I'm trying to, you know, do jumping jacks with weight loss here. I was going to do something that I can actually keep up with and that can just be my new lifestyle. That's why, like, I bought this book and I downloaded it. I read it all. I think everything he's talking about is great. The diet's just a little bit extreme for me. I won't be following it all. I will be following a version of the diet, which is low carbs, but hey, they say if you follow this thing to a T, you'll lose 28 pounds in 1 month. That's that cruise control diet. I'm not doing it. My goal is just to be around 150, 155 by beginning of the new year. Then my goal will be to be like in the 140s by the end of next year, because the more and more weight you lose, the harder it is. And then my goal will be to just stay in the 140s, because I'm trying to keep my butt and just look a certain way. And I know when I'm below a certain number, I just look anorexic and crazy, and I'm not trying to look like that. Okay, peace out. Love you guys. I'll check in with you soon.